I think that many companies who are very concerned about their environmental footprint are doing a lot. At the same time, I think we have a challenge of a very large number of companies who, have difficulty in complying and in difficulty in being able to, really get onto this path. Many of them are small and medium-sized companies. But actually, in today's business environment, I think everybody, every stakeholder, whether he's an investor or a customer, really wants to know and understand, what a company is doing on their environmental footprint. And so I think, companies are really very concerned about it, and many of them, I would say a large number of them, go beyond just compliance and box ticking. I think they really look at sustainability as an opportunity.
What's been your own experience of finding sustainable alternatives? One area that most manufacturers speak about is increasing the content, or at least the percentage of recyclable material. Is that something that you've been working with? Has that worked for you?
Yes, I think that's really very important, because all industrial raw materials, either are recyclable and reusable, or they're not. And I think understanding that, that in your business, what are the things that are recyclable, etc. You see, aside from the economics and benefits that you would get from recycling, I think that the social benefit that it comes to your organization, to your employees, to your customers, is very large when you talk about such matters as how much you can recycle, what you can recycle, what is environment stewardship, as opposed to not being concerned about such issues.
In Maharashtra, there's been a ban on single-use plastics. What's been your reaction to government policy and how citizens have responded?
Yeah. So I think there are two parts for this. One is legislation and rules, etc., on use of plastic. The other is changing behavior. And both have to go hand in hand. It's not enough to just come out with a rule or a law or a regulation about plastic, because it has become so endemic for people, to buy things in a single-use shopping bag and things like that. So how are we going to change behavior? So you have to start, with shopkeepers, you have to start. So I think you need, along with legislation, you need a huge amount of outreach to explain, to provide alternatives, because it's not enough to say don't use a bag. Okay, then what do I do? Okay, there are many countries, for instance, which charge for shopping bags. Okay, on the belief that by doing that, that fund then goes into the recycling fund and things like that. But you're still then putting those plastic bags out there. You see, so I think you have to find a mix. But behavior change, I think, is the most critical part. And for this, you definitely need campaign.